how to quiet your ego voice. We have the moments when we are not able to take any action because of the strongest voice we experience in our mind that is preventing us from taking any action to our dreams. But unless you are staying on the same place and don't take any actions, you're not moving to what you want, you are not in the process. You're not in the process of manifesting what you want. I always struggled to quiet the voice of my ego when I was moving to my biggest goals. I actually feel that I have two of my really biggest life goals, let's say. The one of them is to be famous, popular, to share my thoughts, my experience, my knowledge with people, to create content. And the other one is to, let's say, move to the US. I'm not sure whether I want it or not, but in the past, that was my biggest goal. And when I was about to take any action to my biggest goals, the voice of my ego was so strong, was so loud, that I can't even take even a little step to my dream. Because I was always focusing that I'm not good enough, that my goal is so big, I don't even know what to do right now and what step I can take to even get closer to my goal. Because my ego always told me that I'm not good enough right now, that what I want seems unreal, I was not moving to my dreams at all. Day after day, I was not moving to my dreams. And the voice of my ego became louder and louder, louder and louder. Always it told me that, oh my God, time is going on and you're still on the same place, you're not moving, maybe the goal you want is not yours. Maybe you're not qualified enough to achieve what you want. And because of that voice that I listened to so freaking much, I listened to that voice even more often than to the voice of my soul. And because of that, I really was thinking maybe my goals are impossible for me to achieve. You become more attached to the self-image that you won't succeed, that you will fail, and that your biggest goals are impossible for you. What helped me is giving myself a zone free of my ego. When I was just focusing on the present moment, maybe you know the idea, The Power of Now. You can even read this book. It is called The Power of Now. And in that book, the author is talking about the power of placing your focus into the present moment and just enjoying what is happening around you right now and feeling what is happening right now. For example, right now, I put my focus here when my fingers are touching the screen of my phone. And because you put your focus on this moment, what you are doing right now, and because of that, the voice of your ego naturally quiets. The next thing that helped me is to put more focus into my body. Because when we live a lot, only having lots of, thoughts and only focusing on our thoughts without any contact with the reality, it means without any contact with our body, we are not able to feel the present moment. We don't even understand and don't even care about our body. So maybe the position you sit right now is not comfortable for you. Maybe you want to drink, maybe you want to eat, maybe you want to sleep. And when you're not in a contact with your body, you cannot understand what your body needs right now. So it really helped me a lot, and thanks to my husband, he talked a lot about the power of being in a contact with your body, of listening to your body and what it really needs. It helped me so much to stop thinking all the time about only my goals, about only the possible future that my mind creates. And actually what your mind does, it creates the future possibility based on your either past experience or your current reality. But your current reality and your past experience, you're not a victim, you're not a prisoner of it. It can be changed when you change what you feel, when you change your thoughts. because you basically change your vibrations. And as you know, the reality is formed based on your vibrations. When you experience more positive thoughts, more thoughts thinking about how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, that's exactly the circumstances you will create around you. And the last one was very, life-changing for me, because I was about to giving up. I was about to stop taking any actions to my goals. Deep down, if I listen to my soul, I feel and I understand that this is exactly what I'm supposed to do in this life. To be famous, to live wherever I want. But the voice of my ego was telling me that, Daria, it's not for you. Don't even try. Two more things that helped me to quiet the voice of my ego. One was to take little steps, like the smallest steps you can take. You don't need to create long video if it's very hard for you. You don't need to create 10 videos if it is hard for you, if your goal is to become famous on YouTube, for example. You can start by creating a 3-minute video, but if you start to take even a little action to your goal, your ego will be, in the process of, okay, so she starts to move to what she wants. So maybe I'm not right, and maybe she's better than I consider her. The more you are connected to the voice of your soul, the more you listen to what you truly want, to your desires. And when you take actions to your desires, the voice of your ego naturally quiets, because you're one step closer every single day to what you want, to your dreams. And the last tip was to accept that maybe I won't succeed never in this life. Maybe that what my ego tells me is true, and maybe I'm not supposed to achieve what I want. Maybe I'm not supposed to manifest my goals. The point here is to get out of this pressure that you experience on a daily basis when you're in this process of moving to what you want, but at the same time listening to the voice of your ego that is always doubting you and telling you that you're not qualified or that you're not enough. To accept it, to say yes to your ego. Okay, you're right. What's next? And in my case, when I was about, to give up, my ego, the voice of my ego was so loud that I was not even able to get out of my bed and to start my day. I was just lying here on my bed and even crying because the voice of my ego told me that, oh my God, Daria, your life is destroying right now. Don't even try to fix it. You are a failure. You are a loser. And I remember that moment when I told myself, okay, the voice of my ego, what do you want from me? You are right. Okay, I'm not good. I'm not, I want to achieve what I want. What's next? I remember that the voice of my ego, that moment when it told me, well, I don't know. I don't know, because my purpose, my goal is to always stop you from you, is to always stop you from the experience where you can feel discomfort, where you can feel danger, like potential danger that only of course exists in your mind. But my goal, the goal of your ego is to prevent you from any discomfort and doing something new, because new for ego is always dangerous. And I remember that conversation with my ego when I was accepting all the facts, all the stupid things my ego told me. And after some period of time, it actually was very fast, for about 5 minutes, my ego told me, well, you have to start doing anything for your goal. And in that moment I understood that, well, there is no point to listen to my ego, because when I say yes to all the bullshit things my ego tells me, ego has nothing to say for you anymore, because all it wanted you to know about yourself, false conception of yourself, it already told you about that. And now you're free of it. And now you're able to choose whether you continue listening to all the stupid things your ego tells you on a daily basis, or whether you choose to start moving to what you want. Right now, there are still times when I catch myself and listening to my ego voice, but what I learned from that experience with my ego is that no matter what, my priority is to take even a small step to my goal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next videos.